Hey, hi there, everyone. This is Art, your Emini success coach, and a recap of the trades that we took for January 5th, 2012. And trading was better today. We got actually 5 trades on the day. Uh, Missed a couple of trades just because of obviously our trading rules are pretty strict, and but I'll show you where those trades set up and why I didn't take them. First trade we took this morning was at 6:37, and it was a breakout trade after the open where we had the price moving down off the open here, little bit of a retracement, and then price started to roll back over and sell off. I took that entry at 12,277. My stop was at 12,296. And I was trading 2 contracts on that trade. We got our first target of 12,267, and then our second target 12,262. So I took 10 and 15 points on that trade. And I'll scroll over here to our next trade. Came at 6:58 a.m. Pacific, and again this was an ideal setup for us. So we just didn't get real quick follow through, or as much follow through as we would have liked. Price comes back up here, touches the 89. That's our first touch of the 89 EMA. Then we roll over, put in a nice little price pattern here, put in a little bit of a pivot low. Price tried to go back up and then rolled back over. That's where we took the trade at 12,249. Short. We got 239, our first target. And then, unfortunately, price turned around and moved against us and stopped us out on the second contract of 12,249. So plus 10 ticks on the second trade. And then the third trade came at 7:01. It was very, very shortly after we got that stop out. And again, that was just a breakout trade of this pivot low that had been formed. Short at 12. I had an entry, my program entry was 12,235. I got a tick of slippage on that fill, 12,234. Exited the first contract at 12,225. And then I followed that down. I was trying to get out of the trade on the second contract at plus $75. I had moved my stop to 12,232. I wanted to at least pay for the commission on the trade. And then the price turned around and stopped us out at 12,232. I'm sorry, 12,232. So I had 9 ticks on the first contract, a couple of ticks on the second contract, so plus 11 on the third trade of the day. So weren't getting real great price cooperation for runners. The next trade I took was also in the morning. That was at 7:39 a.m. And let me scroll over and show you where that trade is. By the way, on the screen here is our contact information. Just sign our guest book or email me at info@eminisuccesscoach.com. Let us know that you'd like to be in the trading room, and we'll get you in free of charge through the end of the month. And this was our fourth trade of the day, 7:39 a.m. Pacific, 10:39 Eastern Time. This was a breakout here of this pivot. This was 12,252. I also had a trigger firing on that bar, so we got into that trade, short two contracts at 12,251. Pretty tight stop, 12,264. We took some heat. Actually got to within 3 ticks of stopping us out on that trade. Then we had some price movement back in the right direction. We got 7 ticks, then 8 ticks. Profit up here, I was looking for 10 points. And after this second little push down, where this price did not break, I brought my stops to break even. Perhaps a little prematurely. I would have reached at least the first profit objective, not the second, if I had held a little bit longer. But stopped out on that trade at break even, 12,251. So in the morning, 4 trades, 3 profitable trades, 1 break even. And I'll show you the trade I took in the afternoon, which I thought was going to work. And it was our losing trade of the day. This is a trade I didn't take, which on days where, at this point of the day, however, all 4 of my trend indicators were down. I was really still looking for shorts. Price had made a low of 12,219, I believe, and then had come back up to this level. Had one of my 3 trend indicators, been up, I certainly would have been taking that trade to the long side, and that would have been a fabulous trade, would have been the best trade of the day. But unfortunately, at this point in the day, all 4 of my trend indicators were down. And as you can see, this was all during the dead zone Eastern Time. Market just absolutely kept running up. That was the high that was put in for the day, 12,373. And this is a trade that I thought was going to work for us, and it didn't. And you can see what happened after that. The market really just amazingly choppy. Just amazing. Right into the end of the day. Let me tell you about this trade. Here we had a really nice price movement down. At this point, all 4 of my trend indicators were now pointing up, so I was looking to take a long trade. And we had this price move it up, then a retrace, and you can see here it put in a higher low. And this was a price pattern trade, and we also had a trigger that fired right when I took the trade. So certainly a valid trade set up, a valid trade, and nice price pattern here, what we call an ABC or a 1, 2, 3 pattern. Pivot low, a little pivot high, a higher pivot low, and then a break higher. The thing that didn't allow this trade to work. Just not a lot of volume in the market right during that period, and just very sluggish price movement. So we got long at 12,354. And then after all of this price movement in here, where we weren't able to penetrate back up through this 89 EMA, I had brought my one contract up to a minus 5 ticks. And I brought the second contract stop up to 12,339 below this pivot. So I got out of one contract at minus 5, and then finally the price did roll back over and stop me out at 12,339 on the last contract. So a total of minus 20 ticks on that last contract, plus 26 Dow points for the day. Expecting even a better day tomorrow. Would like to see price start to run a little bit tomorrow. This in retrospect was just very, very choppy price action all the way through the end of the day. No opportunity to trade that. So I didn't miss another trade. I'm glad I stayed out of it. And as you can see here, into the end of the day. That's it for the day. I'll wrap it up. Sorry this ran longer. I'm trying to keep these at 10 minutes. Have a great day, and we'll post our results at the end of trading tomorrow.